Ayo, 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 it's your boy Gilder back at it again with another Helldivers 2 video. Today, we will be covering the new patch notes for the Machinery of Oppression 6.1.0. There are a few things I agree with and disagree with, and there are a few things in the patch notes that they have addressed that the community has been talking about, both positively and negatively, and some changes which I both agree and disagree with. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, nerds, there's a new patch note that I want to read. There's some nice lore here that you can go down. But I'm really here for new Illuminate content. I was just talking about this yesterday. I have videos recorded of me talking about this that are probably going to come out today or tomorrow. But I was talking about different enemy types. Fuck yeah, this is great. Illuminate Patrol. I've seen some videos about these. This guy's got like fucking, oh, these look cool. Like spider legs and a fist, and then they're like the mech variants of the Illuminate. Fucking fantastic. More heavily armored enemy, higher firepower than just the tripods, and fucking, there's two variants of them, which is fine. New variant of the Watcher, so now we're gonna get probed. Fantastic. Illuminate Appropriators. Illuminate Appropriators, new sub-faction. Mindless Messes. But only Illuminate units supported by a variety of constructs, piloted and otherwise. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. They've basically just been using other things, but I think they were mostly like the scout faction. I think this is like an assault faction. Like, it's gonna start ramping up because they're bringing in their better units. Exostorms, yeah, I've already seen that. Visible on the galactic map. Danger will ramp up when you dive. Yeah, strength of storms can vary. Yeah, they suck, man. You can't see shit in those storms. Flashlights help, though. Flashlights are really good in that situation. Lumen Technology Exospires. Some objective Exospires of Force Shield. Squad will have to locate the exit. Yeah. Once the shield's been deactivated. Ooh, okay. So basically another, okay. So it's like the it's like the it's kind of like the Illuminate variant of the cyborg assembly missions where you have to detonate the ammo, get the the coolant tanks, I think it is, and then you can access the cyborg assembly unit and get in and destroy that. It's kind of like the Illuminate version. The Exospires and the Force Shields, those are like the ammo and the coolant tanks, and then the primary objective is the cyborg unit. They kind of like reskinned it, but I mean, that's fine. Yep, small and medium-sized enemies will in general be slower. Okay, so they buffed the flamethrower a bit, so now it slows them down while they're in it. Small to medium automatons, small to large terminids, and small to medium illuminates will be confused and panic when getting inflamed, which leads them to attack randomly. Okay, so they won't just charge at you constantly anymore. They might, like, do something else. New primaries. Ooh, underbarrel weapon function. I didn't even know that was it. The Loyalist. Increased mag capacity, shorter charge up time. Stim pistol. I didn't even know that was a thing, but... Increased heal. Resupply, you can climb it, but the other... Oh, you can climb the resupplies again! Hell yeah! Revert the... Oh, come on! Ooh, the flag got a buff, though. Bigger melee, and... So you can taunt the enemies with the flag. You can have your tank with the flag, pull it out, like fucking either throw it down, or just fucking attract all the enemies, and then just switch to, like, heavier armor or something, or use your shield or whatever. You can have a guy aggro now. That's fucking great. That adds tactics. Increase damage of the hammer. Increase ammo capacity of the maxi gun. Laser cannon. Beam length. What? Oh, I don't know what that's gonna do, but... It's just got a bigger radius, I guess. Belt fed got a buff. The escalator got... a buff. Better reload, I guess. Autocannon's got a better reload. That's nice. Yeah, the reload was a little bit short on the autocannon. A 1-second knockoff would help. Switch from weapon function from left to right. Yes! Exosuit set damage zone. Made the damage zone close to the size of the leg, so which should mean it's bigger, right? Helldivers and enemies were killed when not in close proximities. Wait, so they brought it in more? Because I don't know what that implies. Close to the step of the leg, so they reduced it? You gotta say stuff like this, like you gotta say stuff like that, like if it's reduced or added, like you did here, like you know, full reloaded and explain it, because that I don't know what that means. Made damage zone close to the step of the legs, so I'm assuming you reduced it, maybe, because you're also talking about Helldivers and enemies were killed when not in close proximity, which leads me to believe that this is a nerf, that you're decreasing it. That is what that tells me with that information. I don't know, I might be an idiot, it might be the opposite, but that is what that tells me, is that they nerfed the step range, which sucks. We already saw that. I did not even know that happened. I don't use laser weaponry though. Alright, that's pretty much all the useful shit. Like, I don't really care about much of this crap. Ooh. Okay, never mind. That's good. Orbital lasers no longer target enemies in caves. Take stratagems. Guard dog drones. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. They no longer obstruct your view. I don't use guard dogs often, but that sucks. That and the team kill you a lot. Buff the arc grenades. G50 speaker grenade would not deal damage, so I had a bug. I don't use it, so I didn't know. Low animal with weapons with infinite ammo. Yeah, there's always that one guy that's constantly flashing red on your team that has like a laser weapon, you know what I mean, and you go up to resupply them and they're just full. It always bugs me, man, but hopefully that will stop that from flashing. Stats melee weapon are now more accurate, showing damage weapon attack. That's good, okay. Fix the glitch. Okay, you can't take multiples of the same stratagem anymore. Brood commanders will not summon reinforcements. Overseers now stagger when their armor and shields are. That's good. Armors will now be alerted to the hammer explode, and I didn't even know they weren't. But okay, that's. I mean, it's an explosion, so that makes sense. Armor limbs attached to the hive guard protection. Front legs have now low armor. I'm not a bug diver. I'm assuming that's good. Surge modifiers spawn more enemies than intended. Those people that were complaining about the factory spam, like the Vox engine spam, there you go. Oh, right down here too. Reduce spawn rate, reduce upper body turn rate, so now you can get close to it and get around it. Increase the speed spread of main cannon shots, so it'll fuck you up still pretty badly. MG turrets on the side will now die instantly. That's good. When it dies, Vox engine now tries to avoid shooting targets with its main cannons on targets that are too close. Yeah, so it doesn't fuck itself. That makes sense. It's an issue where enemies can walk through the Vox engine tracks to attack the player. That's weird, yeah. Allows Bastion tanks to be launched in the upper atmosphere, run over cars on colonies. I've never done that with a Bastion tank, but I've done that with a recon vehicle before. I've rammed the recon vehicle, fucking with another recon vehicle, and I just went fucking flying out of the map. Oh my god, it was great. Fix the issue where scout walkers with rockets would not die when those rockets were shot. Stealth divers rejoice. Okay, that's good. Bugbear levers on cyborg assembly unit would not work if you were killer ragdoll. The rest of that doesn't matter. Alright, not bad. Good fixes. Overall. I mean, there's a few things I don't agree with, but overall, I'm just one guy, right? I disagree with this. If this is a nerf, then I disagree with it. That's what that tells me, like I said before. But, if it's not, then, you know, it would be nice. Because the Stomp would, if they buffed the Stomp, it would actually help the exosuits a lot. The exosuits also need more armor and blast resistance. or a blast resistant variant. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe like the front is blast resistant and the back isn't, so if they hit you from the back, they'll still blow you up in like one shot or something. But give it an armor variant, right? The exosuits. I don't want to rant about that right now though, but I might make a video about ranting about that honestly. But the exosuits are kind of weak in general. Like they're good in like a lower period, but on like all of the fronts, they're kind of weak in general. I'll make a video explain that eventually though. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Peace. Damn. Why does Eagle 1 not look at me, man? Come on. I just wanted to look at me once in a while. She blasts the ground so well. Spreads democracy so well. Just hard to ignore. Something radiant like that. Am I right? Alright? Alright. Probably. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, subscribe for more. If you want, leave a comment down below what you think about this. I know I'm not the best at speaking, but hey, we all got our shortfalls, and I'm gonna try and do better to be more cinematic and whatever, and try and make better quality videos, and feedback would really help me. So yeah, anyways, peace.